The purpose of this public hearing is to consider improvements to streets and drainage on Martin Street, Lorane Drive, Saylor Street, and Marianne Drive.
For Martin Street and Lorane, I'm going to be talking about first on here. The road will be a full depth reclamation, so they're going to grind up the bituminous and mix it in with the class 5 and use that as a base and kind of build on top of that. There is a subgrade correction area on Martin Street. That's an area where we believe that the soils underneath are very poor. Could be clay-like materials, so we'll be excavating those out and replacing them with sand-like material, some fabrics, and then building the base back up on there. Driveways are going to be touched along the ditching area there because of the ditching improvements. So a lot of culverts are going to be replaced. If you have a gravel driveway, you know, it'd be replaced back with gravel. If you had a concrete or bituminous driveway, it'd be replaced in kind. So concrete or bituminous again. In general, you know, the city desires to be and stay within their right-of-way limits throughout the project, but you know, as we go through the ditching plan in here, there is a chance where we'd want to extend out a little farther into a yard, and those would be required to have a temporary easement in order to like grade beyond it. On Saylor Street then, so that as well was looked at. Again, water and sewer was removed from the scope of work from the first time we evaluated that street. And now it is proposed as the economies of scale as we do a larger bituminous project to the north, just a little bit down the street, Saylor Street, we can do an overlay project for that. So that would include tight blade leveling, so just kind of doing a leveling course on there, getting the potholes filled up or cracks, and then doing a small overlay over there, so giving a nice smooth street surface on there. Again, street width not going to change throughout there. Alignment of the road would not change. The addition to Saylor Street, though, would be trying to improve the turnaround section at the very end. Not necessarily a full-on cul-de-sac, but somehow adding doing some excavation and some gravel turnaround there to provide a more safe and public turnaround, so it doesn't have to be in someone's driveway. That is in the scope of work for this project. Marianne Drive as well then, trying to do economies of scale is considered on this. It is a little bit more of a mobilization, but it's still similar type work. There is one driveway in particular, and it has a poor bituminous apron out there that's causing erosion control problems onto the street and pushing gravel out into the road, and there's not much of a ditch in that section. So we call that there a driveway apron improvement and ditching with a new culvert through there. And that one, there's only one benefited property on there, so basically 50% of that cost gets put onto that one side of the street over there. But that would help alleviate a lot of the runoff concerns on Marianne Drive there.
Yes or no vote, Tony?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes.
And I am also on board with a yes.